Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? This is why when you only focus on spoken word as prayer, that's confirmation right there. This is why when you only focus on spoken word as prayer, it's not as effective as when you turn it into a lifestyle, when it becomes your mode of operation. So this is the reason why I keep saying spirituality is not what has end, that you say, okay, I've graduated from this school and I know it all. Nobody knows it all. We are all learning. The master is a forever student. So when it has to do with certain soul contracts that we had in the spirit realm before we manifested here physically, for those that can even recollect, there are few. Not everybody is in alignment with their soul contract, is what I have to say. This is what it means to truly be in alignment. That means you are doing what you said you would do before you came here. That's what it means to be in alignment. True alignment. That is why it will spark up your destiny. That's why if you're in alignment, there's no way you will not be successful, because success is a byproduct of your alignment. That's how it works. And I'm not talking about material success, because this is what they've turned spirituality into. They've turned it into a business. If you come and do this thing, then the spirits will give you wealth. That's not what spirituality is. Spirituality is about wisdom. When people ask, like, where is the success? The success is located on that path of righteousness. Even the Bible will tell you that chase righteousness and all other things will be added unto you. Right? That righteous path, that is the path of agreement. That is the path that you chose, the agreements that you made before you came here. You being in alignment with those agreements is what will make all other things be added onto you. So people ask, how come I've been in spirituality for how many years and certain things I need, the universe doesn't provide? It is simple. Are you carrying out your soul contract? I can't tell you what your soul contract is, but it definitely cannot be low vibrational. It has to do with something that has to do with contributing to the good of mankind. Are you doing it? Or did you come here and forget and you went to go and get a PhD because you thought that is what intelligence is? I'm just showing you, bro. There's a difference when you talk about people with intellect and people with wisdom. Because this world that we're living in, it doesn't teach us true wisdom at birth. They'll first confuse you with the nonsense, and when you grow up, you have to now detach. You have to relearn. And you have to reconnect. This is a B. They've been disturbing me here since. This is why it is so important for you to know yourself. Because imagine not knowing yourself and copying somebody else's soul contract, for instance. Let's say somebody has a soul contract to come here and build ships. And you have a soul contract to come here and, let's say, maybe build cars. You left the cars that you were supposed to be building. How will you now know you were supposed to be making cars, for instance? It's simple. You were supposed to know yourself first. That was the first thing you were supposed to do before you decide to go and know anything that anybody else is doing. And that is the reason why you see Africa is the way it is, because they refuse to give true wisdom. They refuse to let it spread. That is the reason why you see people suffering, because they are doing the same thing that didn't work for people that came before them, and they are expecting it to work, and they are complaining, why is it not working? It's not meant to work. You are meant to realize that that is not the way to go about that thing. Talking to God should not be something that is hard. It should not be strenuous. You don't have to yell. What is all this noise for? That's confirmation. It is a silent thing. Even the Bible will tell you, go into your room, kneel down and connect with the spirits. But no, it is something else. Instead of it It has to do with you focusing on yourself, knowing yourself, learning yourself, and then using what you've learned about yourself to make the world a better place. It is the opposite. Instead, the people are being indoctrinated on how to beg and plead for basic necessities of life that, doesn't even require prayer. It does require a critical sense with the thinking faculty. You understand? So, the point I'm making is this. Be in alignment with your soul contract, but you can't know what your soul contract is until you know who you are. This is the reason why knowledge of self is the number one thing. Once you know who you are, it's easy. But when you don't know who you are, you can be misled and guided wrongly. Or they can mislead someone with their directions. And before you know it, you've been doing the opposite of what you were meant to do. So, let's stay guarded, let's stay cautious, let's stay focused on accomplishing what exactly we came here to accomplish. Have a nice one.